guest today had two #1 R&B singles on her last album. Of course, you remember Sweet, Sweet Love and Congratulations. Well, she recently released a new LP. Well, actually, you haven't released it. It's in the stores, I think, next week, if I'm not mistaken. It's called Special, and indeed, she is special. She goes by VV now, I'm told. Please welcome Vivacious Vesta.
Hi, Don.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you, too.
So fine.
Stop. Don't start already.
I'm
You are too much. You know, I got to tell you the truth. When you're coming in here, it's like I can hardly sleep the night before. Because I don't...
Really?
I just don't know where you're going to be coming from, you know. I know it's going to be a little different. You're coming from
for you.
For me.
Coming for you.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't sound right, does it? Coming for you.
No, it sounds like a Prince lyric, but we'll skip over it. So your album is coming out next week.
Yeah, it's going to be in the stores, special. And it's two sides to it. The first side's called the Love Storm side. It's divided, and it's all romantic, sexy, sensuous, baby-making ballads. Safe sex, please. And and the second side is called the Thunderstorm, and it's all the funk is on that side.
Oh, is that right?
And that was one of the tracks I was playing that we came in on.
That's from the Thunderstorm side.
Don't trip.
Did you do much writing?
I co-wrote everything.
Oh, did you really?
And co-produced everything except one song.
Wow. Who produced a song that you didn't co-produce?
Tina Clark. She wouldn't let me co-produce with her.
Oh,
but that's all right. She'll never work with me again.
Why'd you decide to use it this time?
Well, because I didn't know she wasn't going to let me co-produce. No, because she did Congratulations. And so, no, I'm just kidding about that, maybe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but she was good for this record. But I guess she decided she was a female and she's trying to break in, and she thought that co-producing would maybe lessen her stand as a producer, because she's kind of new.
There aren't many female producers out there, are there?
Not that are getting much work.
Why is that?
Well, I don't know if it's a situation where I think that the males are dominating the production situation, but the females are dominating the charts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
I think it'll probably turn around. Because Angela Winbush, what happened to her?
Well, she's still around. Well, what was her last project? She did
a lot of production stuff.
Yeah, she did Stephanie Mills. She did some stuff with the Isley Brothers last year. I don't know what she's doing now.
Well, I know Tina Marie produces all her own stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of people producing other artists.
Right. You
I
don't
don't
see
know
much of it.
But I'm going to try to start.
Doing other artists?
If I find somebody I really, really think is happening.
So are you looking for someone now?
No, please do not send me any more tapes.
You know that's where you're getting to.
Don't send me any more tapes, because, baby, I got tapes up to Wang Wang.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow. So what do you do with them?
I listen to some of them, but some of them are horrible.
Yeah.
Some of them are like, I can't believe this person sent this tape. Please, you know, I think people just think, oh, I'm just going to put my voice on here and I'm just going to send it. But I think you should really concentrate and make sure that your tape is one that somebody would want to listen to and not stop after the first 16 bars. It's very important. I don't think people take the time to, I think they just think they're so bad. You know how people think, like, I am bad, baby. I'm so bad. I mean, I'm so bad, I don't even need a real demo. I'm going to put my voice on here and I'm going to throw down. And you get it, you be like, you're like, no, I didn't. You're like, you should have sent me that tape. It was horrible. All in the wrong key, the whole song.
Really?
The keys like this. Just wrong.
Why did they send them to you? I mean, is it with hopes that you will...
because I'm trying to help myself. You know, I mean, I guess, well, send it to me through my management company, Miss E.J. Jackson Jones Management.
Are they presenting songs to you?
Well, sometimes.
That they want you to do, or they think maybe you could help them
well,
to become an artist?
Well, they kind of do it like this. They say, these songs are for Vesta. Then they have a little tape, but of course they sing them. And then they say, well, if you don't like the songs, I need a deal. You know. But then you get some tapes that are wonderful. And
so what happens then?
Well, then you try to give them to somebody like Iris Perkins sitting over there from A&M Records, or somebody like Don Eason, or somebody like Al Cafaro, and you try to give them to them. But I mean, I ain't found nobody bad enough to really give to the president of the record company yet.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm gonna give him one of my tapes again.
How did you go about getting your deal?
Ooh, the dreaded. Ooh. Well, somebody told me my strap fell down. Well, somebody might think that's sexy. Well, you asked me about how did I get my deal. I walked in, I'll make it short, with a three-girl group that said they could meet John McClane, that they could get me an introduction with John McClane. And so I thought, ding dong, I can meet this brother and give him my tape. But it was a Vanity 6 type thing. That's when Vanity 6 was hot, and they needed a three-girl group. You know how all the record companies say, well, I need one of this type.
Right, yeah.
And so they said, well, we're going to have a twist. We're going to have somebody that can really, really sing.
Uh-huh.
So they came and got me. And they had these two svelte beauties, you know, and they got me, and they said, we're going to trim her down. I said, no, you ain't. And so then they said, well, let's put her demo tape. We're going to use her demo tape to get us this deal. So the two songs I had already written were Once Bitten, Twice Shy and Don't Let Me Down. And so we submitted the tape, and John was like, yes. He said, well, who wrote the song? I did. He said, well, who did the backgrounds? I said, I did. He said, we're going to sign these girls. And I was like all happy, and I waited. They was all like, we're going to get us some money, honey. We're going to be sitting up here snatched, not draped in diamonds and fuzz paper. And baby, I said, let me raise my little finger. He says, anybody want to say anything? I said, I don't want to be in no group. So they shot at my car, baby. They were shooting at that car. The way they were. But that's okay.
Wait a minute. You went in there as part of this group. They brought you in. And then you went and got the deal, and you dismissed them.
Goodbye.
Vesta, that's wrong.
That's not wrong. Those tramps couldn't sing. Well, I shouldn't say tramps. Well, see, that's really not meant in the true sense of the word. Well, see, okay. That just means, that's just a word I use for females mostly, including myself sometimes, you know. We've all been that way once or twice. Am I digging a deeper hole? Just a shoveling. You know, just a shoveling. Okay, skip it.
I'm just giving you the rope.
You really are. Why are you doing that to me? You're supposed to be my friend.
Well, I am.
I was going to talk about that hat yesterday. Come and listen to a story about a man named Chad. The poor mountaineer really kept the family fed.
You are terrible.
Oh, I love you, though. But I love you.
I feel like I'm sitting in the kitchen talking to my sister, and she cuts no slack.
Oh, she like that? She like me?
Just like you.
Well, she's from Detroit, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Serve it.
We better get into a video. This is Vesta Williams. Or just Vesta. I'm sorry. You don't use your last name anymore.
No.
Okay, I want to talk about that.
Okay.
Wait a minute. This is Vesta with Special.